Vanilla Victoria 3 gives us problems when we try to select our types of things to make, because we've got two products crammed into one factory. Textile mills. You could make either non-luxury clothing or some luxury clothing or a lot of luxury clothing, but you can't really fine-tune it. Food industries. Yeah, you can make groceries or you can make liquor or a whole lot of liquor, but if you make a lot of liquor, then the groceries suffer. What if you want to make both? Or glassworks. Oh my gosh, I need some porcelain, but I don't need a lot. I need a lot more glass in the late game than I need porcelain, but I still need some. Oh, what am I going to do? In this interface here, you either do all, none, or you can go through and specify. Some of them will do this and some of them will do that, but that's really cumbersome. And going into each different state one by one to click on different settings is even more cumbersome. Is there an easier way to manage the different products in the game? The answer is yes, but we need a mod for it. The mod is called One Factory, One Product, and it does exactly what it says. One factory per product. That's it. You cannot use this with Anbeld's revision of AI, and you must use the additional building mesh fixes and AI hard construction. Those will work with it, but if you have Anbeld's mod, then what will happen is the factories get split out and the AI will not build the new factories that are contained in this particular mod. If you use AI hard construction, the AI will build the factories here and will do it correctly. And if you use additional building mesh fixes, then if you have buildings displayed in your game, they'll look okay there. Let's see what this mod looks like in play. I'm doing a run here as Germany, and it's 1885, and as you can see, I don't have those pink tiles anymore by these factories that used to make two different products. So instead, I've got my 260 glassworks factories, and if I scroll down, I've got 327 pottery factories making my porcelain ware. I've got 118 luxury textile mills. For regular clothes, I've got 377 of those. So if I need to build more clothing, I build just clothing and not luxury clothing. Same thing on chemical plants and explosives. This was a big problem in the later game where there would be too much of one or not enough of the other. I've got my 48 chemical plants making a good amount of fertilizer, but what I really need, what I really need are 184 explosives factories. I'm Germany after all. I got stuff to build and I've got wars to fight. Military shipyards are separated from regular shipyards so we can fine tune what we have there. And in the late game, we've even got radios and our electronics factories, which make telephones, where those go, separate. Now, you can see, starting with munition plants, that's where we see the liquor factories, luxury textile mills, and so on. These are the separate industries that are available from the One Building, One Product mod. These are the ones that are where you do the fine-tuning of those secondary goods. A word of caution, when you utilize this, then things such as the mod that allows you to automatically conform your conquered factories or the annexed factories to your particular mode, it doesn't always work. It will work for unmodified factories, but ones like food industries or furniture manufacturers or glassworks, those won't change over automatically. You still have the clicking to do there. Also, the decision for subsidizing or auto building, that's got to go through a lot of clicking as well. And there is going to be some compatibility issue with other popular mods. However, on the whole, I prefer using this particular mod because I want to be able to manage those luxury goods, those secondary goods, separately from the primary goods. And this allows me to really fine-tune it. So if I need to get 800 more porcelain, I don't have to suddenly change entirely the way I produce my glassware or build a whole lot of additional capacity. And if I need a whole lot more capacity for glassware, I don't have to drag the porcelain along with it. This is really good there. As I mentioned, the AI will build appropriately. If we take a look here in Franche-Comté, this is the AI building. They've been building their explosive factories just fine. And the artillery industries, those are separate from the arms industry. Yeah, it will build them. If the demand is high and the profit is there, the AI will build them. At the start of the game, you won't have any of the specialized factories, so there will be a shortage of artillery, explosives, things like that at the beginning of the game. But even if you don't build them right away, other countries will, and you can begin trading almost immediately. So yes, there will be a few shortages, but you can overcome those pretty quickly there. Again, the AI will build them out. It will do a great job. I'm very happy with that. A few issues we have, well, you can't separate the rural goods from each other as easily as you can the urban ones. So the fruit production that comes out of the farms, the wood production that comes out of the logging camps, that's still old school, and you got to pick and choose. And if I don't want to have this much hardwood, I've got to go back and fine tune it one by one and have that horrible two-headed arrow that always bugs me. I like to have everything be the same, and this just helps it out a lot better. One building, one product. It's an excellent mod. You need to have the other two supporting mods to go with it, and it will not work with Anbeld, and it will have problems with an auto change mods for Conquest. But I think overall, the ability to control what it is you're producing very carefully is more than enough to justify using this and letting the other mods go by the wayside.